All right, welcome to the Wholesale Daily Show. Today's live stream, we're going to go ahead and show you how long it can take to make money in a wholesale deal. So we want to go ahead and break that down as far as when you want to get into this, how long should it take to make a wholesale deal happen, and how much can you expect to make? So I'm Dustin.
Josh Blanchard. Yep. I'm Corey.
We got a few folks that make up this beautiful team. So this is a very exciting topic for most folks when they want to do real estate. And one of the things we really love about wholesaling is you don't have to really have a lot of money to get into it. If you really wanted to do it, you wouldn't really need. You could probably do it with a couple $100 as far as marketing and things like that for finding a deal. So we want to dive in today and talk to you as far as if you give this an honest crack, how long will it take you to actually make money doing a wholesale deal, and how much you can expect to make. So I guess, Josh, we make all different amounts on whether it's like a fix and flip or a wholesale deal. I would say the average amount of time, actually, let's do a case study. Let's talk about the deal we're doing right now and how long we expect that to take and how much we're going to make on it.
Oh, on Hillside?
Yeah.
Hillside, yeah. So we got Hillside under contract. Well, we actually ended up buying it. So we could treat it like a wholesale though. So we bought it and started marketing it, I think maybe a week ago, right? Yeah. 4 or 5 days. Yeah. And we did a push mostly though to people that we've previously sold to. So I think we got maybe, let's say, a dozen or so people that are kind of like our hottest buyers, kind of people that we call personally. We might not do mass marketing to them. So we got them on it. And right now we've got a contract to close next week, so next Thursday. So the turnaround time then from when it was listed would be about 2.5 weeks, I'd say.
2.5 weeks. And then what are we looking to make on that?
So on that one, we could make more, but right now we're just at $9K. And new information, I found out that the person who is has it under contract right now is actually wholesaling it. So that's new. That's not preferred, of course. We'd rather have a cash buyer. And we had another offer that was someone else that was going to wholesale it, and that was for $22K. They were like a rookie wholesaler, and that one didn't have an earnest money deposit, so we don't have a valid contract. So we're going to see if that guy can pull anything, but I guess we're not going to see anymore because we have it under contract now with somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, what you really need to be careful about is making sure that there's not like a super long chain of wholesaler. You have the contract, and then Josh has a contract, and we have just this like chain of contracts where all of a sudden when it's time for you to close the deal, there's a whole string of people in there, and it becomes a mess. So when you get into wholesaling, back to our original question of how much money can you make and how long is it going to take you to actually profit on a wholesale deal, okay?
Yeah.
So first off, you need to ask yourself the question of where you are and where do you live, right? So we're doing a lot in Ohio. So our average wholesale fees are on average 10 to 20 grand, it seems. Hey?
Yeah, I'd say about 10 to 20. And also what we need to remember is that the median price is so low.
Exactly.
In Ohio. It's not like California.
Yeah, so ask yourself that question of, depending on where you are, how much are properties selling for in that market? And that's going to kind of give you an indicator of how much you're going to be able to make as a wholesale or assignment fee, depending on where you are. So in Cincinnati, where we're doing a lot of deals right now, we can expect to make usually about 10 to 20 grand per deal. Now, the time frame on this generally is between usually 10 to 30 days, it seems. Hey?
Yeah, I mean, what would be our fastest turnaround? I think it's been less than 5 days,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So we've definitely done some deals that have turned around in less than 5 days. So I want to know in the comments, write us some questions below right now of where are you having your biggest challenge with wholesaling, or any questions. We'll make sure to answer those. And a lot of people ask, what's the best way to get leads? So you obviously have direct mail, you have other sorts of advertising. We have really great luck with cold calling. And in fact, we produce so many leads for ourselves cold calling that we now generate leads for real estate investors throughout the US in different markets using our cold call team. So if you're watching this right now and you have a lack of leads, go ahead and type the word leads in the comments, and we can reach out to you and see how many leads we would actually have available in your market using the power of our cold calling team, because they're so good that we basically call everybody in our market and then we can have them call other markets. So type leads in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Now, let's go to a part on this. I want to talk a little bit about, I guess, the frustrations of real estate and wholesaling and the ups and downs of this. Josh, what would you say with wholesaling is your biggest frustration on this?
I think that because you can do wholesaling, of course, with no money, but you either need to have people that you can wholesale a property to. And so you got to get that list, right? You got to build that. And so for us, because we're out of state, like I think one of the most powerful ways is when you meet people, like you go and you network and stuff. So since we're not in, in Cincinnati or we're wholesaling, that can be a challenge. But I think one of the biggest challenges has been getting our buyers list bigger. And it seems like a lot of the people on our buyers list might be realtors or they might be other wholesalers. And so that's been definitely the biggest frustration because, for instance, this deal we have right now, Hillside, for instance, we've had 2 people already who want to get it under contract, and they have people who will buy it from them. And so the guy that we have it under contract with right now, he's going to make a profit on it. And I don't want someone else to make money on our house, right? And so I want to bypass that guy. So he just has a stronger list. That's it. And so, we've been working at it for a while, but that's been the biggest frustration for sure. Yeah, because we've gotten really good deals. I think our best one was $44K, right?
Yeah. That's one of the first one.
Yeah, so $44K wholesale deal in a market where the median price per house is like 110 or 120. So that's crazy. That's really good. Yeah, getting that buyers list bigger would be it.
That was a lot of work, though.
It was.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, the buyers list is very key, and a lot of the times, depending on the size of your buyers list, is going to determine how quick your property is going to sell. However, if you do land a screaming deal, then you'll have buyers. It's actually a really good testament to know how good your deal is, because we've had a lot of deals that are like, man, why isn't this thing selling? But then we've had deals that like within a day, we've had multiple offers on because there was enough room on the table to make, obviously, for the next person to fix it up and make more money. So it's, if you're getting into the real estate game, you can expect a lot of ups and downs and cycles of this is awesome mixed with cycles of frustration for sure. Yeah,
Sad man.
but the reason that we do this is because we want to have a lifestyle that is different than working your average 9 to 5, and especially with what we're doing, because we're doing most of this stuff virtually. We're currently recording this in Vancouver, Canada, and all of our deals are in Ohio. So there's no reason why you can't do this, or if you're in a crappy spot, there's no reason why you can't branch out anywhere else and pick the market that you want to go into.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, not even to mention too that Ohio would easily be one of the harder places
Mhm.
to wholesale. If you're in a different state, you're kind of already ahead because the real estate or the realtors, everything in Ohio, they're really about protecting that and preserving it. So it's a little bit tougher than say Texas or
Mhm.
California.
Absolutely. Now, like we were saying before, if you're in your market and you want more deals, we have leads all over the US. So go ahead and type the word leads into the comments below, and we can send you a link on some of the leads that we have available in your market that we can actually go ahead and service. We have leads coming in all over the place, and it's a quality problem. So moving on here, back to the premise of this. The most important thing is just consistency. What is your action plan? How are you executing it? So if you're sending out direct mail, what's going to happen is that process, it works very well, but it's definitely, you have to wait for the mail to hit, right? So for example, when we send out mail, let's say today we decide to send postcards to motivated sellers like pre-foreclosures or the tax lien list or the high equity homeowners. So if we decide to put in that order today, it's probably going to be at least 7, 8, 9 days before the mail house gets it, prints it, fulfills it, and sends it out. So that's like a 7 to 8, 9 day lag where your phone's not ringing, and that can be a very discouraging period. So that's why we do cold calling, because as soon as you start cold calling, we get leads the day of. Leads just start ticking in, and that's nice. It's like you turn it on and immediately leads are coming in. So we definitely, it's a strong tool in our chest. Now we are also doing direct mail, other forms of advertising as well, but for us, cold calling has worked exceptionally well. So that's a little bit of an overview on how long you can expect this to take. So there's going to be a time period from when your marketing goes out to when that phone rings. And once again, on average, for every 30 leads that come in, you should be getting one deal. Mm-hmm. And a lead is somebody who calls and says, hey, I'm interested in selling my house. So for every 30 leads that you have come in, you're probably going to get about 4 appointments. And then from those 4 appointments, you're going to get one deal. And if you're getting more than one deal, say you're getting 2 deals for every 4 appointments, it means you're probably offering too much for that property. So you bet. Well, we're going to close it out on that note. Once again, if you want some leads in your market, type the word leads in the comments below, and we will see you guys tomorrow on the Wholesale Daily Show.
Bye.
Peace.
See you, everybody.